y'all, welcome to Rita's Roost and my little farmstead homestead out here. Well, this morning I went out early this morning. The sun was just coming up and I found the first of the new potatoes. I had tried them a few days ago and I didn't find any, so I only pulled up one vine to get these three, but I'm fixing to cook them because I know my husband will like them and he'll eat them. My little dog's at the door wanting in. Little birds are on my porch chirping. Let me let my dog in. I have a little dog and I've got the screen doors shut, but the big door's open, and now she thinks she's got to come in. Heidi, Heidi, Heidi. Let's go. We're going to go over there and open the door and let her come in. I'm going off. I'm wanting to do this project, but I'm having a hard time getting started. Come in, Heidi. Okay, she's in. I tell you, I'll shut that door so the little birdies won't make so much noise. Because I was going to tell you what I was going to do with these little potatoes. Let me plug my laptop back in because that's what I record and make videos with. Got my new t-shirt on. Just a girl who loves Jesus and chickens. But since I've got my new t-shirt on, I'm going to put on an apron so I won't get that messy. Had a friend give me this apron a few years ago. Hot stuff coming through. I'm not hot stuff though. I'm not. Alright, I'm going to chat with you a minute while I do this. I said these are fresh from the garden and I'm not going to peel them. I thought about frying them, but I've got quite a bit of milk, and so I'm going to make cream potatoes with gravy, and I'm not going to put English peas with them this time. Then maybe when I get more potatoes, I'll put some English peas. But I'm not, and I frying them with onions. Wouldn't that be good? But I'm not going to do that. That onions will just be on the side. But I'm going to take these, turn around here and wash these, because they're so fresh, they still got the dirt on them. And those skins are so tender, they just kind of rub right off. But I'm not going to take them off, take all the skin off. I've got a scrub brush, but it's down there. But I don't think it even needs that. We're just going to boil them like that. Let me dry my hands off. Give me a knife, and I'm just going to get this little pot right here, and I'm just going to cut them so they'll boil pretty quick. I could leave them whole, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do them this way. What? Maybe an inch. They're not even inch size pieces. Just like that. I'm going to cut that one a little smaller. I want them to cook pretty quick. Put some water in there. I covered them with water. And I'm going to add a little salt. This is just plain old country cooking. I'm not going to measure anything. Now I'm going to turn you around here. Let's turn around. Something I bought myself the other day. Isn't that cute? Here we go. This way. We're going back here. And I'm going to put them on my high-powered burner to start them. And I'm getting fresh cow milk from my sister, and I've got like 3 of these jars. I've got a gallon, another half a gallon of this, so I need to use some of it up. But I always put a little bit of milk in my potatoes when I'm boiling them. It just keeps them whiter, I think. And I'm just going to put a little dash. I'm going to turn those on. And it'll take them about about 15 minutes to boil. I'm not even gonna put my milk up. I'm gonna use some more of that to make the gravy on those potatoes. So I've got that started. I've got some more stuff, some beef tips and noodles in another pot back there, which is gonna be another side dish. I need something with some color, but I think I've got some corn and some, what was it? Oh, a fresh cucumber that we'll have as a side to go with our lunch. So I'm going to stop you for a little bit while we let them cook, and I'll bring you back in about 15 minutes and we'll make that gravy on them. So be back in just a little bit. Well, that didn't take long, and those little potatoes are boiled and they're tender. They're tender now, so now we're going to make that cream gravy go with them. I'm just going to set them off to the side. And I'm going to get my little skillet that I'm going to make some gravy in. Let's see what I want. I'm going to put some butter in there. Let's see. I've got a stick, kind of a messy stick of butter here. There's probably 2.5, 3 tablespoons of butter. Let's put that in there. Turn that fire up. Let me step over here and get a spoon that I want to use. I've got spoons that I like better than other spoons. And this one is good sometimes because it's not as long as some of them. Sometimes you want a big spoon. I thought I'd put a big spoon in there a minute ago. Like this one. Like this is a big old spoon. But I want this little spoon for this little skillet. I don't want that one. Big spoon, little spoon. So I don't want that one. I want this one. Now I'm just melting that butter in there. And then I'm going to add my flour and my milk. And then put my potatoes back in there. I may have put too much butter, but oh well, it'll be okay. I may have been making just a little bit more than what I had set out to do, but I'll make it work. And I actually want about the same amount of flour as I do that butter. So I don't know, there's 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour in there is what I would guesstimate. I'm not measuring, I'm just going to guess. And I'm just going to put it in there and stir that flour up. Going to let it cook just for a little bit. You can't see in there, but it's just a bubbling, kind of like that. Still got to add our milk to it. My husband said one time he went camping when he was a kid, before we got married. He went camping with one of his cousins, and they tried to make gravy. Just a second, let me pour this in there. That flour's got to cook that flour just a little bit. And I'm going to guess at this milk. Let me see. It should be stirred in. I probably put a little over a cup. I'm going to turn my fire down now. Stir that. But anyway, he went camping with his cousin, and they got up one morning after they'd camped all night and was going to make gravy. And they used about a cup of flour and just a little bit of gravy. It didn't make gravy. He still laughs about that story. I don't know if he can make gravy now or not, but I may have put too much flour in this one. I may have more in my pot than what'll fit. More gravy than what I got potatoes. And now I'm just gonna get these potatoes out there and put in that gravy is what I'm gonna do. I could drain them. And I could probably use some of that water, but I'm gonna put them right there. I'm gonna have to stir real careful because it's so full. Got those all out there. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper just to taste. And pepper, just plain old pepper. I'm not cracking it myself. I'm just putting some in there. Yeah, I've got more gravy than potatoes, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let me set that right there. I'm going to bring it over here and show you. So I'm going to put this board here. Get you back just a bit. Have to stir kind of careful. Now, it did. My ratios may not have been just exactly right. Look at that. That's pretty good. Should we try a bite to see if it's okay? I think maybe I ought to. Let me get me just a little dish, and I'll get just one bite. Make sure it's got the right amount of salt and pepper in it. Just this little bowl, and just one piece of potato and one little bite of gravy. Well, gravy's good. Wish I had a biscuit. It's too hot to try. Let me get my chair here. Let me try that. That's good. I wish I haven't peeled that onion and fixed it yet. I'm going to get the first bite of new potatoes out of our garden this year. I'm going to get the first bite. It's good. Just plain old comfort food, but boy, it's good. That milk from my sister's cow and the taters from my garden. I want to buy that gravy too. Alright, I'm about ready to call Terry in for lunch. I've actually got him an ear of corn in that pot, and I've got our leftovers heating up in the other pot, and this is our fresh dish for the lunch. So I'm ready for lunch. Alright, y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all.